It's kind of interesting, right? Because I always bring up, and there's a lot kind of like in my John Kiernan ecosystem, so to speak, of my rock and metal background. Predominantly, my
Hmm.
parent style is more rock and metal. I'm very much known for when I pick up my guitar, those are the kind of riffs that I create.
Yeah.
But really, I would always say that my strength, even more than guitar, has always been composing. And one of the
Okay.
biggest things for me was being able to compose for, music, for TV, for video games, things like that. And I remember when I was much younger and even in college for music, the big thing was, how do you become successful as a musician?
Hmm.
Well, you need to either A, be really, 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 really good at that one thing and be like the specialist in that,
Yeah.
or you need to be versatile. And it's, as much as I'm always like that guy who just says, okay, cool, I'm really into like technical death metal, I'm not one of these snobby like musical elitists. I'm always like, oh, I listen to country music, I listen
Yeah.
to reggaeton, I listen to metal, I listen to all this stuff. So, kind of in that same mode of, okay, you have to be able to compose, you have to be able to like everything, or at least find things that you can be inspired from in each style. You also
Hmm.
have to be able to compose in each style. And
Yeah.
reggaeton's not a style I traditionally compose, and you are correct in that. But when Mercedes Martinez was like, "Hey, here's the style that I'm looking for. Here are some different things that
Hmm.
I'm thinking and really inspire me," then what I'm able to do is I'm able to find those bits of inspiration, and I'm able to go, "Okay, cool. What makes reggaeton reggaeton?" But
Yeah.
even more than that, what makes Mercedes Martinez Mercedes Martinez? If you're familiar with some of the other themes that she's used, she ended up having the I forget what the theme was called. I think it was called like Reggaeton Revolution, what she
Hmm.
used in the Mae Young classic, and she loved that one. And with that, it really brought a lot of who she is in her
Yes.
personality. So I wanted to basically create something that was like, okay, cool. This is the new evolved version
Brass City
of
Evolution. Yeah.
Mercedes. Yeah. So with that, it was like, okay, cool. What made that song pop? What were some of those musical elements? It was a lot more digital. We had a little bit more of like scalar wise and chord wise. We were going a little bit
Hmm.
more down the Spanish road. You know what I mean, and
Yes.
things like that.
Yeah.
So
That's
it
what
was
I picked up because of the classical guitar. Yeah. That sounded familiar to me.
exactly. And even I like getting a little bit theoretical here too, because in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
world of kind of
Feel
like
free to do
electric,
that.
yes, I'm such a theory nerd. And in the
Oh,
world of
don't
like
tell me
theme
that.
composers and things like that, we often are like, oh, theories that I'm the biggest theory guy in the world. And when you hear the chord progression, it descends downwards. And a lot
Yes.
of the music that you kind of associate with, a lot of like that Spanish music has that the
Hmm.
descending chord structure and descending scale, like the Andalusian pattern.
Yes.
So you all of a sudden take that and you go, oh, it works in this style because it's, whatever the case may be. So even chordally, it was like, okay, cool. If we're making it in this style, let's just keep descending. Let's keep the
Hmm.
chord progression descending. And then, like you said, we can go in and add some of that classical guitar in there, which falls in that harmonic minor scale, which is, it's super cool.
Yes.
So that was kind of the thought process behind all of that. That one I did not have any vocals for though. That one she was like, nope, no vocals, it's fine.